Hey there, this is Needs Beardfoot, and today I want to show you how to make these eagle shoulder armor. As always, print out your pattern in the size fitting for you, cut away the edges and tape it together. Separate the pieces and then cut them out in detail. With a rough paper model like this, you can ensure fitting without investing leather. You want to use veg tanned leather. I'm using here 6 ounce, which is 2.5 millimeter. Put the pattern on, mark the edge lines and cut it out. Next, you want to moisten your leather pieces completely from both sides. Mark all the holes and the gray lines through the paper on the leather where you want to tool later on. When the leather is mostly dry but still cool on the touch, we can start with our swivel knife cutting the lines and then use some stamps to put on some texture. Here I'm using a beveler stamp to get along the lines, and then I use a backgrounder to get in more texture. With the bone folder I get in some lines to make it look more rustic. Also, don't forget to tool your base piece. Use a wing divider to draw parallel lines along the edges where you have to punch some stitching holes and then punch the stitching holes. Thin out the leather around the eyes on the flesh side. This will make bending in the edge later on easier. Use a small blade to cut open the nose holes. I decided to make the wings from cheap thin plywood, but you also can make them from leather easier. When you do it from wood, glue your pattern on, mark the edge lines and then use a box cutter to cut along the lines, and later on with a thin blade cut away a triangle of the leather, which is basically exactly the same what you do with a beveler on leather. Then, when you're done, remove all the pieces of the pattern. Important is that you use the water dilutable glue, else you might not get everything away, like I did. You want to use a knife or a saw to cut away this edge and also separate all wings. Then you can glue 2 mirrored pieces together, and the one edge at the side, you can use it with the other edge at the top to line up the 2 pieces perfectly. Next, you want to get rid of all the excess wood, and I used a drill to get easier in the inner corners, and then saw it roughly away and clean it up with some sandpaper. And also you want to drill 3 holes at the end as attachment. Use wooden dye to give the wood some color, and here you can see what happens when your glue is not water dilutable. Finish up the wings with some acrylic paint and oil. Getting back to leather, you also want to get some dye on here. I use a sponge on the big piece and a brush for the beak of the skull. I also forgot to bevel the edges, so you may want to do this before dyeing. I'm using the same acrylic paint here for the leather to give it some more color. With the resist, everything gets sealed up and the acrylic paint gets secured. If you also put resist on the edges, you can use the moisture to burnish them. After the second coat of resist is completely dry, you could put on some antique gel and wipe it away with a paper towel so it will only stay in the cracks and cuts. Also, I use this here to get in some battle marks and some more rustic look. Another coat of resist will make sure the antique gel is secure. And after that, we can start sewing everything together. You can start at the side of the head and then go to the back of the head and then to the front and the area between the eyes last. Hammering down the stitch line makes sure everything fits even nicer. To harden the leather and shape it, get some hot water into a pot and put the eagle skull in there for about half an hour. You can easily wait 6 hours before you do anything, and then you can start shaping the skull. I recommend you using pictures of my bird skulls or of real bird skulls as reference. You can really take your time with this, test some things, figure out how it looks the best for you, since you have about 12 hours until it's dry completely. For the base of the shoulder armor, I use here about 7 centimeters wide and 50 centimeters long piece of fur. It does not even have to be straight. Shave away a centimeter strap and then rough up the area at the shoulder armor here and put contact cement on both areas. When the contact cement is not tacky anymore, you can start putting it together. Use a sword awl to cut in the holes again through the sheep fur and then sew it together. To give this more body, I use a thick rope. I measure it along the shoulder piece, cut it into length, put on some glue on rope and the shoulder piece and glue it on. Then you can pull the sheep fur around the edge. There you want to cut away any excess fur, mark exactly where you have to put on the glue and put the glue on both sides and glue it on. Since I did not want to keep the eyes of the bird open, I used some fabric and glued it on the inside. Don't forget to craft these little leather pieces. These are the attachments and also the wing holder. For the attachment, get in 2 holes and use rivet to hold it in place. Here I added some LEDs as well. Position the eagle skull on the base. Use clamps to hold it in place. mark it with an awl or a pen, and then use an awl as well to cut in some holes for sewing. You do not have to cut in all holes yet, but just start sewing so the skull is in place. I recommend starting loose on the thread and then tighten it afterwards. This will make it everything easier. And then when the skull is in position, you can cut more holes and sew more, and this way go all around the eagle head. This will make sure that the positioning of the eagle skull is always exactly as you want it, since you can adjust it in the process. Next, you want to put the wings in position where you want to have it, and then mark the holes and punch them. There's also these little pieces of decoration made from round pieces of leather together with a piece of fur, and you will get these and sew it now on your base piece of the shoulder armor. Put them in position, clamp them there, and cut with a sword on the holes and sew it on. You got the option to stop right there and keep it this way, but if not, now we're adding the wings with the holder. You need some long screws for this, and the exact measurement depends on the thickness of the wing and the leather, but it's around 1.5 centimeters. Put the screws on and tighten them. For the outer wing, I recommend screw rivets. And the last step is to sew together the wing holder. The purpose of the wing holder is very simple. It's meant to be stiff but still flexible, so when something gets on the wings, it still can move a little bit and make sure they get not damaged. And that's it. You're done. I hope you liked it. Leave a comment and a like if you did. Check out my other videos and my patterns in my shop, and see you guys next time. Ciao!